A very good afternoon. Hope you had a wonderful weekend. Welcome to Younib TV News at 1 today being the 29th day of September 2025. Now coming up this afternoon, opposition leaders launched offensive against President Ruto, accusing him of double speak, and also a section of ODM leaders have vowed that the party will be part of the government formed after 2027, no matter what. Stay tuned for details on this right after the highlights.
Chama cha kitaifa na kiongozi wetu anaitwa Baba Raila Amolo Odinga. Baba akisema left tunaenda wapi? Akisema right tunaenda wapi? Akisema fire tunafanya.
This is an assembly whose work is impeachment, and they take pride in that, which to me, looking at the constitution, constitutes an abuse of privilege. And if nothing is done, this assembly is rogue, is going to crush this county government down.
Watu wa phase 3, mimi niko na furaha sana hapa leo. At least mumepata letters of allotment zenu. Now these letters of allotment is that we must work together kuhakikisha watu wamepata vyeti vyao.
Welcome, my name is Cliffe, Omondi, and we begin our bulletin on a sad note where 20 individuals have lost their lives in two distinct accidents on the Nairobi-Nakuru highway. In one incident, a visit to a sick relative turned tragic when a vehicle collided with a trailer, resulting in the deaths of 14 family members. In the second incident, a patient who had previously survived an initial accident perished, along with two other family members and 3 paramedics, when an ambulance driver lost control and crashed the vehicle.
I was arriving, ndio walikuwa wanatoa hizo mwili kwa gari. There has been a very fatal accident whereby I witnessed a loss of so many lives. It's really devastating.
Kila mtu akakufa, ikabaki watu watatu, mtoto na msichana na mzee mmoja. Mmoja ako hali mbaya, wengine ni wanaweza pona, si wabaya sana.
Sasa nikaona imevuka upande ule mwingine wa barabara, ikakutana kichwa kwa kichwa na lori. Mimi niko nyuma yake, nikaona sitarudishana nyuma. Mwishowe nikaona sasa lagu lile ningefanya ni kurusha gari yangu chini. Na hata ukiangalia gari yangu hapa imefanya kuguzwa na hiyo matatu. Nilipoweka gari yangu kando, nikajaribu kufuja kioo. Hata kale katoto kamoja tumeweka kwa gari pale, ndio nimeumia hapo kwa mkono, nimefuja na mkono hiyo kioo ya nyuma.
This area is a black spot, and we also wanted to call upon Kenya to come up with a temporary measure to see how to address this matter, because this road around this area is so narrow.
And now switching gears to politics, opposition leaders Rigathi Gachagua and Kalonzo Musyoka have criticized President William Ruto for his contradictory statements made during his recent visit to the United States, where he spoke at the United Nations General Assembly. The opposition figures expressed concern over Ruto's remarks regarding the conflict in Sudan, accusing him of purportedly backing one faction while simultaneously urging the international community to assist in restoring peace. Additionally, they have challenged him for prioritizing the resolution of the insecurity crisis in Haiti, despite the country reportedly experiencing a rise in criminal gangs and thugs.
Anaambia kule Sudan tunataka human rights ziheshimike South Sudan. Hatutaki wanawake wasumbuliwe kule. Hatutaki mauaji. Hatutaki mambo ya goonism in Africa, in Sudan na huku nyumbani. Tunajua kwamba kikundi cha RSF huenda pengine wao wanapatiwa silaha za watu wa Kenya waende wakapigane nazo Sudan.
Anasimama pale kupinga abductions in Haiti when he is a chief abductor in Kenya. Anaweza kusema hataki criminal gangs in Haiti. Criminal gangs yeye ndiye mwenye kupanga hapa Nairobi wakiwa na governor.
Wewe unaenda kuongea kuhusu Haiti. What is your interest, Mr. President, that you talk more of Haiti than the country of Kenya? You are more concerned about the goons and the gangs in Haiti, but you're not concerned about the thuggery that is happening in Nairobi City.
Lazima tuangazie ni kwa nini vijana wetu wakauawa, wakapigwa risasi kama wanyama wa pori, na alafu anasema tutakuua alafu tukulipe pesa. Kuna pesa inalingana na moyo wa binadamu.
I want to ask our young people across the country. They have done a wonderful job so far calling Kasongo out, informing the people of Kenya of the evils that bedevil our country. But the real transformation of our country, the exit of Kasongo from State House and the installation of a people's government will be done on the ballot box.
Kumsongesha Kasongo arudi Sugoi, lazima vijana wetu kuanzia kesho tarehe 29 wachukue kura ili Kasongo asonge arudi kweli.
Politics leading figures of the ODM, headed by Chairperson and Homa Bay Governor Gladys Wanga, along with Junet Mohammed, assert that ODM will establish the next government either independently or via coalition, emphasizing that the party will no longer accept a role in the opposition. The leaders commended the progress made under the broad-based government while delivering sharp criticism of former Deputy President and DCP party leader Rigathi Gachagua, alleging that he is inciting tribal politics.
ODM haitakuwa chama ya opposition tena hapa Kenya. Chama ya ODM ndio itatengeneza serikali ya 2027 ama itakuwa coalition ambayo inatengeneza hiyo serikali. Tumehangaika ya kutosha. Itaendelea kutoka hapo paka huko ndani. Si namna hiyo?
Kama si broad base hatungekuwa na airport hapa Narok, na airport itamalizika in 9 months time. Nataka mjue hivyo. Kama si broad base, hii maneno ya hii reli haingepita hapa Narok na inakuja kumalizika. Hizo vitu ndio zinakuja kutu benefit.
Na kwa nini tunaadhimisha? Kwa sababu chama cha ODM kimesimama na Mkenya. Mambo ya ugatuzi ODM ndiye ilileta. Mambo ya vyama vingi ODM. Mambo ya katiba mpya ODM. Tumeleta amani wakati tuliambia Wakenya kwamba tuende broad base. Si ndio? Kwa hivyo sisi tuna haki ya kusherekea mambo yetu ya miaka 20.
Chama cha kitaifa na kiongozi wetu anaitwa Baba Raila Amolo Odinga. Baba akisema left tunaenda wapi? Akisema right tunaenda wapi? Akisema fire tunafanya.
And Makadara Member of Parliament George Aladwa has condemned former President Uhuru Kenyatta over his remarks that targeted President Ruto's administration. Speaking in Nairobi on Sunday, Aladwa, who also chairs the ODM party Nairobi branch, defended President Ruto, accusing Uhuru of undermining the government of the day. On Friday last week, during the Jubilee Party National Delegate Conference, Uhuru accused the Kenya Kwanza administration of scrapping Linda Mama initiative and replacing it with schemes that he said were untried and untested.
Tuko na broad-based government na tuko na rais ambaye anafanya kazi na apewe nafasi yake ya kufanya kazi. Yeye ameshastaafu, awachane na mambo ya kufanya kazi ambazo zinaleta utata katika nchi ya Kenya. Tunataka Rais Kenyatta awachane na siasa za Kenya, ateuliwe hata na Rais Ruto aweze kufanya mambo za envoy katika mataifa zingine kaza Afrika, aweze kuweka amani katika hizo mataifa. Na tunamheshimu, na pia asianze kufanya vitu ambazo ataanza kukosa heshima. Na sisi nataka kumshukuru Ruto kwa sababu compare uongozi wa Ruto na wa Uhuru, kuna mabadiliko kubwa sana katika chama chetu cha ODM, sababu aliteua watu 5 kuwa mawaziri, na wakati wa Uhuru hatukuteua mtu wote. Tumechaguliwa ma-PS wanahudumu katika serikali ya Ruto, na hiyo ndio jambo ambayo mimi nataka kusema ya kwamba asante ya punda ni mateke, na tutaki kwenda kwa hiyo line yetu. Ndio kwamba lazima tushukuru wakati mambo yanafanya mazuri. Kwa hivyo tumeona roho safi ya President Ruto.
All right, we're now taking a short break right here on Younib TV News at 1. Stay tuned for more stories from the counties.
Ever the best. Hallelujah.
Welcome back. Now, Machakos County Governor Wavinya Ndeti has issued 3,000 letters of allotment to Mlolongo Phase 3 plot owners. Speaking in Mlolongo during the exercise, Governor Wavinya said that the aim of the process is about giving families the security and dignity that come with land ownership. She added that her government is steadfast in ensuring that every resident enjoys the right to own property and build their future with pride.
Watu wa Phase 3, mimi niko na furaha sana hapa leo. At least mumepata letters of allotment zenu. Now these letters of allotment is that we must work together kuhakikisha watu wamepata vyeti vyao. Sio hapa peke yake, na ndio nataka kwa Mangeli Athi River hii yote. Mimi sio hapa Mlolongo nimeangalia peke yake. It's not just Mlolongo, because you keep on getting poor. When you get your title deed, you can take it to the bank and get some money. 3,000 letters of allotment. 3,000 letters of allotment. Because sisi hatuna shida na shamba. Shamba ni yetu. Tumesema county government ya Machakos, patieni letters of allotment. Mimi nimeishi Mavoko, nimeona watu wakitaabika. Nimeona wazee wakitaabika. Nimeona kina mama wakitaabika. Watu wanaenda wanaambiwa, leteni pesa, kusanyeni pesa mlete, nyumba zinabomolewa. Watu wanapatia mtu pesa, anaweka kwa tumbo yake. Unaenda kama huko East African Portland. Mnajua vile watu wanaambiwa, sijui bunge kuna kelele, sijui nini, leteni pesa, watu wanatoa pesa, wanapeleka pesa zinapotea. You know, I was sick of the last 10 years. Kuona watu wangu tu wanazungushwa hivi. Na ndio nikaamua, nikiingia kama gavana wa Machakos, nitasimama na watu wangu. Mimi, wale watu wangu walibomolewa manyumba, nipatiwe tu zile eka zangu, 1,000 ama 500 minimum 1,000. Wale walibomolewa manyumba, niende niwarudishe, niwakatakatie, wakae, waweze ku.
Now, Kericho County Agriculture Executive Committee member Magerer Langat has resigned from Governor Eric Mutai's cabinet just a day before the county assembly begins impeachment hearings against him. In his resignation statement, Langat said he could not take part in what he described as unfair and predetermined process. He argued that the committee handling his case was biased, lacked impartiality, and had denied him enough time and evidence to prepare his defense.
I will tender my resignation to His Excellency Dr. Eric Mutai resigning from the position of CEC member for Agriculture, Fisheries, Livestock and Cooperative Management. This one I have done in good faith, and I have done to protect my own integrity against a rogue assembly which has violated all the possible laws of natural justice. And for now, I will focus on my family and completing my PhD studies. So this assembly approves charges against me on issues that they know that I have nothing to do with, on issues that they have already passed some resolutions themselves, and they have already given directions. Yeah, that His Excellency, not even His Excellency, a minister, a colleague minister of mine, act on a certain issue that they have talked about. They have said that the chief officers or other officers who are involved in those questions they are asking me, yeah, be dealt with by the County Public Service Board. This is an assembly whose work is impeachment, and they take pride in that, which to me, looking at the Constitution, constitutes an abuse of privilege. And if nothing is done, this assembly is rogue, is going to crash this county government down, and the people are not going to get any services. If you ask me about a payment that was made last year or in February, yet I joined this government in March, what are you trying to say? And you are threatening me with impeachment. And in Kenya, you know very well that the impeachment process has consequences. I want to report to the Kenyans today. Throughout my years in politics, my integrity has been unquestioned. I have not had any situation. That is why I've been away, and no one has ever followed me. There is no EACC. There is no discussion about my conduct.
And on to sports news, Kenya has advanced to the final round of the 2026 FIFA Under-20 Women's World Cup qualifiers following a decisive 4-0 win against Ethiopia in the second leg match held at the Ulinzi Sports Complex on Sunday. This victory allowed the Rising Starlets to secure a 5-1 aggregate success, setting up a meeting with regional opponents Tanzania in the upcoming stage.
First of all, in Addis, we had some challenges. It was floody, so it totally changed our game plan. But at home, we decided to keep possession of the ball, off the ball, counter press, because Ethiopia are very good with the ball. And of course, we decided to take up high. So we were aiming for the first 10 minutes. We were sure that we will get a goal, given that in Ethiopia, our first goal came in 36 seconds. So yeah, we really wanted to push them high so that immediately get as quick goals as possible before they settle down.
For me, nilikuwa na-expect win juu away kulikuwa flood kidogo katulemea, but home nilikuwa na hiyo, si mimi peke yangu, makocha hadi player wangu walikuwa na hiyo moral, tunaenda kula hii team home.
To reply the first question, actually we started with the 1-4-4-2 system. So we just wanted to get as quick goals as possible. That's why we brought in, later we brought in Alima and Lona to seal the game. So later on, we were going back to mid-press. So, and again we changed to 1-4-3-3. So that was a tactical change.
Congratulations, the Rising Starlets, for a well-deserved win, and we wish you well in your upcoming matches. Now, well, the sports in action have brought us to the end of our live broadcast this afternoon. Thank you for tuning in and choosing to get informed with us. Continue keeping it Younib TV for more news updates, including entertaining shows and programs. I'm Cliffe Omondi. Enjoy the rest of your afternoon.